ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तमाविद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला। अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः
तृतीयोऽध्यायः
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
यस्त्वात्मरतिरेव स्यात्
यस्मात्मरतिरेव स्यात्
आत्मतृप्तश्च मानवः
आत्मतृप्तश्च मानवः
आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्टः
आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्टः
तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते
तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते।
We have seen this shloka elaborately with Shankaranandiyam. Now the next shloka, 18th one. Kincha.
Kimcha.
You have to understand the context, what we are discussing. Here, Bhagavan Krishna, he talks about the jnani, tasya atmaratihi, tasya kartavyam karma nasti. He has already accomplished the accomplished. So the same topic continues. The topic is, that is, jnani doesn't have karma. Jnani doesn't have anything to accomplish. So he doesn't have karma. He doesn't have any duties to be performed. If at all, if he does, it is out of compassion. It is out of compassion for the people, or to set an example for the people to emulate. These are the two reasons, either one of them. While doing karma, he is not stressed, he is free. Not stressed, meaning that he is not under the pressure of getting the desired result. Doesn't have yearning for the desired result. He does karma, but really doesn't do karma. He does, we say he does, but he doesn't do. How can a jnani do karma? Because he is one with Atma, Brahma. Brahma cannot do karma. It is only a semblance of karma. Karma abhasa. So we are discussing only the karma abhasa. We say Jnani doing karma, it means Jnani never do karma, never does karma. It is only karma abhasa. We can say a person doing karma only when the person has kartrutva buddhi. Karta is there, karma will be there, karma phalam will accrue to the karta. When karta is not there, then to whom the karma phala will go? So therefore, it is not a karma, we say. We say karma only from the standpoint of the world, but he really doesn't do any karma. Upadhi does karma. Upadhi is not me. Jnani says it is not me. I am not limited by the upadhi. It is upadhi does karma, not me. So therefore that is a topic here. Jnani doesn't have any duty to be performed. If at all, if it does out of fulfillment, out of joy, not for accomplishing, not with the pressure to accomplish anything. Because he is kritakrityaha. What is to be done already done, and he has achieved that. Paramapurushartha moksha is free. That is what free is. What is freedom? Freedom from any sort of limitation. Karma binds a person. Jnani is free from that. So that is the topic. So in that, therefore, here Bhashyakara further says, this is also the same topic connected to the previous shloka. The same topic continues. That's why kincha. Kincha means moreover. Moreover means the topic continues. The same topic, the same idea is presented in the next shloka also. That is, Jnani doesn't have any compulsion, any pressure for doing any karma. That is the topic continues. Naiva tasya krute narthaha.
नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थः
Na krute neha kaschana.
न कृतेनेह कश्चन
Nachasya sarvabhuteshu.
न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु
कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः.
कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः.
Why we say the same topic here? Because tasya referring to that person whom we talked about in the previous shloka. Yasvat maratireva syat atmadruptascha manavaha. That atmadruptaha atmaratihi atmani santushtaha yasya karyam na vidyate tasya that person, that atmaratasya atmasantushtaha tasya na kritena arthaha na. Kritena is kritena karmana arthaha na. Arthaha is prayojanam, utility, purpose. It doesn't have agenda. Agenda-less. Only when some agenda is there, kama is there, karma will be there. Desire to accomplish some vastu, some object, then there is karma. It doesn't have anything to gain. So therefore, why should it do karma? Therefore, kritena arthaha, by doing what one can get is, one can get the desired object. One can get the desired object or a thing or a person or a situation. Jnani, for him, everything is acceptable. He doesn't have raga dvesha. Everything is acceptable. He doesn't have preference. So therefore, by doing what is to be gained, he doesn't want to change the situation because he is not limited by any situation. All the situations are acceptable. It doesn't categorize a situation as favorable or unfavorable. So, for the one who is free from any sort of limitation, whether space-wise or time-wise, so for that person, kimapi prayojanam nasti kritena karmana. Artha is prayojanam. Every karma which is done by a person has got an artha, has got an intention, has got the prayojanam. He does karma with the intention to accomplish something. Prayojanam anuddeshya na mandopi pravartate. Even a fool will not get into any endeavor, any activity without the prayojanam. What prayojanam jnani has. Therefore, artha kritena karmana tasya na artha, there is no purpose, there is no prayojanam by doing karma. Okay, by not doing akritena, na kritena, akritena. Krita, the word we know. Kruda, tutta pratyaya, nishta pratyaya, bhave. Bhave it is. So, krita is equal to karma. So, akritena, akarmana. By not doing, does he accomplish anything? By doing or by not doing. By doing or not doing, akritena अथवा कृतेन कश्चन न कश्चन न कश्चन अर्थः न किमपि प्रयोजनं न. There is no prayojanam, there is no purpose. So, for that person who revels in himself, who is satisfied with himself, there is no purpose of doing karma or not doing karma. Kritena karmana akritena. He doesn't have anything to gain either of this world or of that world. He is not limited by the world. So not only is interested with regard to the objects of this world, he is not interested in even in the other world also. Either the karma, what a person does, it is for gaining the objects of this world, or he does karma for extending the pleasure what he enjoyed in this world to the other world. Karma is done only for these two purposes. One is the immediate results here now. Second one is what he had planned or intended to enjoy in the other world. He wants to extend the pleasure, extend the results of his karma to the other world. Amushya, iha atva amutra. Jnani doesn't have, he doesn't have any plan for this world. How can he have plan for the other world? So, therefore, the Veda Purva Bhaga, which talks about the varieties of karma, which are meant for gaining the objects, gaining the dharma, artha, kama, purushartha, gaining the artha, kama, that doesn't have any purpose for the jnana. What about dharma? What about punyam? So that he can encash the punyam in the other loka. That also doesn't have any utility for this jnana. Therefore, kritena karmana, akritena, kaschana, artha nasti, kimapi prayojanam nasti, atmaratihi. When I'm happy with myself, why should I do karma to gain something? Those who do karma, those who does karma, they do karma for gaining certain things, certain objects, certain situations, thinking that it will give them the pleasure, the ananda. When I know that I am that ananda, That is my Swarupa. Aham Purnaha. I am one with this Brahma, Jagat Karanam Brahma. My cup is already full. It cannot be further full. It cannot be further filled. It is complete. Purnaha. Why should I do karma? Karma, doing karma implies ajnana. Karma implies ajnana. Therefore, jnani doesn't do any karma. Karma, which is done with the intention to gain any limited result, implies ajnanam. Ajnani only does karma. Jnani never does karma. What Ramana Maharshi did, he didn't do anything. He was just simply sitting in Tiruvannamalai, Arunachala. Everything came around him. The whole ashram came around him, but he is not of the ashram. He was just sitting there as he was before. In his presence, everything happened, everything came. But I am not the Karta. That is Jnani. That is how a Jnani is. Does he have anything to accomplish by running an organization, by an ashrama? Nothing. What is the best help when somebody asks Ramana Maharshi, what is the best help a person can do to the human being, to the society? He said, this self-knowledge, this jnanam is the only best help a person can do. One Ramana Maharshi can change the whole Tiruvannamalai. Not Tiruvannamalai, all the whole world is attracted. One Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is enough. One Vivekananda is enough. It doesn't need not have one Vivekananda for each street or for each the district. One person somewhere, the Jnani, that has a huge impact on the people. That is the best help one can do to the society. Therefore, Jnanam. Because people, they look upon the Jnani, therefore, to make the people follow, therefore sometimes the Jnani does some karma, seems to be doing karma. But because of that, one should not think that he has got something to accomplish. He doesn't have anything. If at all, if he does only to encourage the people, to encourage the people do karma. They karma required from them. Even the Sringeri Acharya, they do puja. Everyday puja is there. They're all Advaitins. Why they do puja then? You may ask. The puja is for the people. Puja, upasana, dhyanam, japa, everything is required. Everything has its place. But jnani is above all. These are done. These are done to teach people that these are to be done. That is the idea. Because jnani does, therefore one should not take, I also will not do. No. Depending on the situation, depending on the varna, depending on the ashrama, the situation, one has to do what one is supposed to do. One has to observe one's dharma. Here we are talking about the jnani dharma, jnani karma. It doesn't have. And in the second line, Bhagavan Krishna says, Nachasya sarva bhuteshu kaschidartam yapashrayah. Asya, for this person, kaschit artha vyapashrayah. Vyapashrayah means dependency. Vyapashrayah is dependency. It doesn't have dependency on any being, any people, any beings. Beings means people. Sarva bhuteshu, sarva praneshu. It doesn't have any dependency. Artha vyapashrayah. Prayojana sambandha na nasti. So therefore, this is free from karma. Jnani, before becoming a Jnani, he was Ajnani. That time you would have done karma. That time you would have done karma for what purpose? For Antakarana Shuddhi. Having gained Jnanam, having become a Jnani, the karma which was a sadhanam, which produced the desired result, that is Antakarana Shuddhi, that was the sadhanam, the means for gaining the sadhya. The sadhya is Antakarana Shuddhi. It is over, it is done. And again, the same karma that Jnani need not hold on to. Once you have climbed up, there is no use of the ladder or the rope. You need not carry the ladder all the way. The ladder has served the purpose. Then drop it. Therefore, Jnani doesn't do. Jnani, having done karma, gained Antakarana Shuddhi, has become a Jnani. So, Antakarana Shuddhi artham karma kuru. That is what the Upadesha is. When Antakarana Shuddhi is there in the Jnani. We can say, how? Because he is a Jnani. He has got Atmanishta, Jnana Nishta. Jnana Nishta implies Antakarana Shuddhi. Antakarana Shuddhi doesn't imply Jnana Nishta. Jnana Nishta implies Antakarana Shuddhi. He has got the knowledge of Atma. That implies Antakarana Shuddhi. Without Antakarana Shuddhi, how Atma Jnanam is possible? Impossible. Therefore, since he is a Jnani, therefore he has got Antakarana Shuddhi, for gaining which the karma was the sadhanam, which already done its result, given its result. Therefore, karma is of no use for the Jnani. That is what we saw in the Shankaranandim. Aproksha Jnani. Aproksha Jnaninaha karmana Aproksha Jnaninaha karma nasti. Karmana kimapi kopi prayojanam nasti. Iti. Now we will read the Bhashyam. Naiveti
Naiveti
naiva tasya paramatmaratehe
Paramatmarehe
tena karmana
Krutena karmana
arthaha,
Arthaha
which is equal to prayojanam. Prayojanam
Prayojanam
asti.
Asti
Na should be connected to asti nasti. Na asti nasti. Naiva asti, never. Naiva asti. Tasya naiva asti. For him, it is never. Who is he? Paramatma ratehe. Paramatmani. He has got Ramanam, delight, that reveling in Paramatma. Atmarati. Paramatma is Atma, Brahma. So Paramatmani ratihi yasya saha tasya Paramatma ratehe. So tasya is equal to Paramatma ratehe, the one who revels in Atma, who is satisfied with himself, who is satisfied with the state of being, who has understood the meaning of the dhatu, bhu sattayam. If you see the dhatu, bhu is sattayam, the state of existence, the state of being, existence. Kru, to do. Bhu sattayam, kru, dukring karane. This sattayam, bhu sattayam is being, just a being, doesn't have any kriya, but still it is a dhatu, the state of just being. Is the very meaning of the dhatu, bhu sattayam, being, the pure existence. The existence which is not limited, not bound by any limitation, time-wise or space-wise or object-wise. The state of just being. Paramat is Ratihi, revels in that Atma Swarupa, Atma Swarup, Swarupe Ramanam Yasya. It revels in its Swarupa, its nature. It doesn't attribute any sort of delight, happiness to any other thing, including his upadhi. Because upadhi is agama poinaha, comes and goes. It cannot be the cause for Ramana. It cannot be the cause for delight. That which is a sakshi doesn't change, doesn't undergo any modification, remaining in that Swarupam, which is Ananda, Paramananda, whose Swarupa is Ananda, which is myself, Tasmin Paramatmani Ratihi, Yasya Saha Tasya, that person who revels in this Satchidananda Atma, for that person, Kritena Karmana, Kritena is equal to Karmana. Kritena, by doing, by action. Krita is action. That's why he said it is Bhavarte Tha Pratyaya to the Dhatu Kr. That is why Vashakara gives Kritena, Tritya Vibhakti is equal to Karmana. Krita is equal to Karma. Kritam Karma, Kritena Karmana. Artaha, Prayojanam, purpose, Naiva Asti, never. For him there is nothing to, no Prayojanam. No Prayojanam is there for the Karma. Karmana Artaha Prayojanam Nasti. By action, there is no prayojanam, there is no utility. What are the types of action? Kamya karma. Kamya karma implies kama must be there. The desire must be there. Kamya karma implies kama, the desire. Desire implies avidya. Only when avidya is there, then only kama will be there. When kama is there, then karma will be there. When karma is there, karma palam in the form of papa punyam will be there, and that will again be the cause for punaha, again karma, again papa punya. That is a cycle, that is called samsara. It doesn't have kama, therefore no kamya karma. Okay, kamya karma not there, then doesn't he have to do nitya karma, naimitya karma, nitya karma, vigita karma, the action which have to be done? Because the Mimamsakas, they emphasize on nitya karma, nitya naimitya karma. If you don't do nitya karma, you will incur papam. If you don't do sandhya vandanadi karma, they would say you will incur papam. It is something very unique, peculiar, not unique, peculiar. We have heard that doing can produce phalam. How can non-doing produce phalam? But Mimamsaka says that Bhashakara will tackle. He's going to say that later. So Nitya Naimitya Karma also it doesn't have. Nitya Naimitya Karma also doesn't have. According to Mimamsakas, is not this prevention or not doing the Veda Vigita, Nitya Nimittika karma, like Sandhya Vandanadi, Agnihotra karma, or other karmas, Naimittika karmas, they all imply the omission of duty. So, if you accept what the Mimamsaka says, for a Jnani, then they will have leverage to establish their Jnana Karma Samuchaya. That's a problem. So we never allow the karma anywhere in the vicinity of a jnani. The requirement of karma. If you say jnani also has to do nitya nimittika karma, then it becomes a problem. Not doing karma will produce papam. Therefore, jnani also has to do the karma, means that will imply jnana karma samuchaya. So that Bhashyakara will dismiss, is going to dismiss in the next line. That's called the papam, the type of papam which one occurs, which one gets by not doing karma, according to Mimamsaka, is pratyavaya papam. That Bhashyakara dismisses in the next line. Next line is an objection. Astu
Astu.
tarhi.
Tarhi.
This is an objection. Akritena akaranena
Akritena akaranena
pratyavayakyaha anartaha.
Pratyavayakyanarthaha.
Bhashyakara says akritena is equal to akaranena. Akritena akaranena. Because of not doing. Because of not doing. Akritena akaranena. By not doing. Pratyavayaha astu. Pratyavaya dosha will be there. By not doing, pratyavaya dosha will be there. Pratyavayakyaha. Pratyavayaha akyaha yasya saha pratyavayakyaha, referring to the pratyavaya dosha. Pratyavayaha akyaha yasya saha. It becomes tarhi akritena akaranena pratyavayakyaha. Pratyavayakyaha papaha. Papam. Referring to the papa. Pratyavayakya papam. Pratyavayakyaha, why it is anartaha? Anartaha is papam. Pratyavayakyaha anartaha. Pratyavayaha akyaha yasya saha pratyavayakyaha anartaha. The anartha, the harmful consequence of not doing, which is called pratyavaya papa, will be there if it doesn't do. Kritena karmana prayojanam nasti. Therefore, if you say it doesn't do, that's what the next line is. Therefore, it doesn't do. Doesn't do implies papam. Okay, kritena karmana prayojanam nasti. But if it doesn't do, you will incur pratyavaya papa. That is the objection. Pratyavayakyaha anartaha astu. Then he may gain pratyavaya papa. According to what is pratyavaya, you should understand what pratyavaya. Pratyavaya is the papam, type of papam. It's according to Mimamsakas. That is, what is to be done if it is not done. What is vigitam by the Veda if it is not done? Then the person gains papam, pratyavaya papam. Is there any logic in that? Doing brings in papam. That is accepted. Karma brings in karma pala, and based on the karma pala, a person gains punya papa. That is acceptable. How can not doing? Even according to Newton's third law, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Only when you perform a karma, there will be karma pala. Every karma will produce a karma pala. That is accepted, that is known. Even they say, if you pluck a leaf from a huge vriksha, that is karma, that will have impact. That will have impact in the remote star of the universe. It is a karma which will have its own impact. Small karma will, even though it's a small karma, it will produce a result. Now, if I don't do any karma, what palam it will produce? Will it produce punya palam or produce papa palam? Will it produce a desirable result or undesirable result? I have not done anything. How can it produce a palam, either which is desirable or undesirable? Karma, when it is done, action when done, produces a palam is logical. Karma, when not done, produces a palam is illogical. So, therefore, if you don't do the Veda Vigita karma, you will attract pratyavaya papam. If it is said, is it logical? Is it logical? Shankaracharya, he dismisses that. How can a person gain papam because of not doing? Doing only attracts punya papam. Not doing never attracts any result. So, therefore, to the objection, what here the Purvapakshi has said, Prativaya kyaha anartaha, harmful sequence. If this is accepted, then Jnani should continue to do karma till this end of this Janma. That we never accept. Jnani, then sanya, what is the meaning of sannyasa then? And why should he take sannyasa? That's what the Purvapakshi wants to slowly corner the Siddhanti, Advaita. So when you accept this, then sannyasa will have no meaning. What is sannyasa? Sannyasa is giving up of this karma, Veda karma. Then there is no meaning. He has to do Sandhyavandanam, he has to do Agnihotradi karma. Agnihotra karma only Grihastha can do. Then this sannyasi also will, sannyasi also has to do all the Veda karma, Sandhyavandanadi karma, Agnihotra karma, all the karma. That becomes a problem. Then sannyasa itself has no meaning. Therefore, we never accept this pratyavaya, the concept, the papam. One thing may come, if you don't do karma, then you may become lazy. That is not for the jnani. That is only for the ajnani. That is why Shastram enjoins karma to the ajnanis that they should not be lazy. They should do karma. Laziness attracts all the papam, all the laziness will attract all the dosha, all the defects. If that person will not gain anything. To overcome the laziness, to overcome the problem of laziness, only karma is ordered. And for jnani, he doesn't have any hatred for doing karma or doesn't have any liking for doing karma. He is not a lazy person. So, to ordain karma for jnani is not proper. Therefore, Bhashyakara says here, na
Na
akritena
Akritena
iha loke
Ihaloke
kaschana
Kaschana
कश्चिदपि प्रत्यवाय प्राप्ति रूपः
Kaschitapi Pratyaya Prapti
आत्महानि लक्षणः वा
Atma Hani Lakshanaha
न एव अस्ति.
Na Eva Asti
No, that is not. That is, there will not be any harmful consequence, anartha, undesirable. That is pratyavaya, papam will not be there. Na. Akritena, by non-performance, by not doing. Iha loke, asmin loke, kaschana, kaschitapi pratyavaya rupaha, atma hani lakshanaha va eva asti. Pratyavaya prapti rupaha, in the form of gaining the pratyavaya prapti. That is the anartha. Pratyavaya prapti rupaha anarthaha asti. Atmahani lakshanaha. Atmahani is loss. Atmahani lakshanaha is in the form of the loss of Atma. It means moksha is not there. Moksha is not there. When pratyavaya, suppose if you accept pratyavaya, then if pratyavaya is there, papam is there, how can the person gain moksha? The jnani. How can the jnani also be free? He can't be free because he has papam. If you accept pratyavaya papam. By not doing, one incurs pratyavaya papam, and the jnani doesn't do. Therefore, when he doesn't do, he will have pratyavaya papam. If he has pratyavaya papam, then how can he have moksha? He cannot be free, he cannot have moksha. And what is the jnani means? So if you accept to avoid pratyavaya papa, jnani must do karma, means then it becomes jnana karma samuchaya. That's a problem. We never accept that. Jnanam doesn't involve karma. Jnanam is the state of just being in your swarupa. That doesn't involve any karma. So, therefore, Pratyavaya Prapti Rupaha Atma Hani Lakshanaha va na asti. So, therefore, in this world, kaschit, anarthaha, that pratyavaya prapti rupa anarthaha, the person will not have any pratyavaya dosha. Why it doesn't have any pratyavaya? Because it doesn't have kartrutva buddhi. Only when kartrutva buddhi is there, then this may be possible. Only when kartrutva buddhi is there, then this may be possible. That we don't have, we can accept it in an accept, that is a different thing. For a person who has got kartrutva buddhi, then for him we can ordain this. Jnani doesn't have kartrutva buddhi. So, when karta is not there, and when the kartavyata not there, what to be done is not there for a jnani, then how can he have pratyavaya prapti rupa atma lakshanaha, pratyavaya prapti rupa anarthaha, how can he have? Jnani doesn't have kartavyata. He is free from it, he is free from the action, from dharma, he is free from his duties. So, kartavyam karma nasti. When it is not there, and he doesn't have kartrutva, therefore how can he have pratyavaya prapti rupa anarthaha, and therefore atma hani lakshanaha katam bhavati na. So therefore for atmarati, for the person who has atmanishta, it is impossible to incur the pratyavaya papam, and therefore the loss of moksha. Loss of moksha because of not doing action is not there for the jnani. Nobody can take away the moksha from that person. Once the person has gained moksha, the mukti, because of jnanam, it is over. There is no reversal possible. Nobody can take away the moksha. Therefore, when we say jnani, he doesn't have kartrutva buddhi, jnani has got nishta, atmanishta, then how atmahani lakshanaha possible? Na eva asti. Therefore, nothing can touch him. No papam can touch him. No papam, no punyam can touch him. We have seen in Tattva Bodha, whatever punya he does after jnanam, that will go to the people who worship him. That will be distributed among the people who worship him. What about the papam? Whoever does ninda, whoever criticizes, abuses the jnani, the papam he doesn't do deliberately. The papam which he does inadvertently, that papam will go to the people who criticize him. So therefore, he doesn't have anything in his account. His account is free. It is dismissed. The person itself is not there. How can he have account? Therefore, his account is there is his balance sheet. Everything is dismissed. The person is like a dead person for the society. Not really dead. I'm just using dead because account is that's why. So therefore, there is no punya, there is no papam, there is no credit of punyam, and therefore there is no debit of punyam or debit of papam. Is free. His account is nil. Tasya kartavyam karma nasti. Therefore, atma hani lakshanaha katam bhavati. Once jnanam is gained, means it is gained. Nobody can take away that moksha. Therefore, pratyavaya papa is ruled out, not possible. Therefore, karma not required for a jnani. Therefore, jnana karma samuchaya is dismissed. Here, dismissal of pratyavaya papam is dismissal of jnana karma samuchaya. You need to understand that clearly. Jnanam and karma can never go together. We repeatedly say this because since our nature is in doing, always in doing, we cannot sit even for a moment, simple, quietly. Always we have pravritti, either through this body or through mind. always there is pravritti. Therefore, we say karmana na. By karma, you will not gain freedom. Freedom is only through jnanam. Jnanam is freedom. In fact, not freedom is through jnanam. Jnanam is freedom. And that is the goal of mankind. Jnanam, knowledge is the goal of mankind, not karma. Karma and all, they are all only help. That is why he said, what best help a person can do to the society, not this building poultry or not digging the wells or lakes. It is jnana. So therefore, this jnaninaha kartavyam karma nasti. Kritena karmana, akritena karmana, kimapi prayojanam nasti. Then the next line, Bhashyakara says, he comments on the next line, second line of the shloka. Nachasya sarvabhuteshu
सर्वभूतेषु
brahmadisthavaranteshu
ब्रह्मादिस्थावरान्तेषु
bhuteshu
भूतेषु
kaschidhartha vyapashrayah
कश्चिदर्थ व्यपाश्रयः
prayojana nimitta kriya sadhyah
प्रयोजननिमित्तक्रिया साध्य
vyapashrayah
व्यपाश्रयः
vyapashrayanam. Acha asya atmaratehe paramatmaratehe sarvabhuteshu. Bhashyakara, he comments on sarva, the word sarva. Bhuteshu beings pranishu. Bhuteshu pranayeshu beings. What is this bhuta? Brahmadisthavaranteshu, starting from Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, Brahmaji, up to the stavara, the plants. Brahmadisthavaranteshu, what? Kaschid artha vyapashayaha. What is vyapashayaha? Artha vyapashayaha. Kaschid artha, Bhashyakara says, prayojana nimitta kriya sadhyaha vyapashayaha. First we will see beginning and then I tell you what is the Vyupat. Vyapashayaha is equal to, you can note, prayojana nimitta kriya sadhyaha. That is called vyapashayaha. That is prayojana nimitta, the cause. That which is the cause. Prayojana nimitta. And it is accomplished by kriya. Sadhyaha. That which is accomplished by the kriya with the intention or with the nimitta. With the nimitta having the prayojanam. So, prayojana nimitta kriya sadhyaha. Meaning that prayojanam is purpose and kriya is action. Sadhyaha is accomplished. So accomplished by kriya. That which is accomplished by kriya, and that kriya as the nimitta. What is the nimitta? That prayojanam. So with the prayojanam as a cause, the kriya which is accomplished. The kriya which is done. The kriya which is done with the intention to accomplish certain things. With the intention to accomplish the purpose. That is called kriya nimitta, prayojana nimitta kriya sadhyaha. That is called vyapashrayaha. Vyapashrayaha means dependence. Simple translation, dependence. Support, supported. The status of being dependent. The status of being dependent, being supported by another one. That is caused by prayojanam nimitta. Prayojanam nimitta means that which is caused by some nimitta, necessity, and that is accomplished by kriya, the action. So, that which is caused by some necessity and that is accomplished by action. That's what I translate it as. That is dependence. Vyapashayaha. Vyapashayanam. Simple. Bhashakara gives a long word. Prayojana nimitta kriya sadhyaha. It is a samasa. What samasa? Prayojana means artha. So, artha vyapa, even if you take the artha vyapashaya, which is there in the shloka, artha nimitta vyapashayaha, artha vyapashayaha. Artha nimitta vyapashayaha. Artha meaning purushartha, purpose, prayojanam. Artha, that is the artha. Artha nimitta. Artaha nimittaha yasya saha artha nimittaha. Artha nimitta vyapashayaha madhyama pada lopa samasa. Therefore, artha vyapashayaha. The nimitta, the word is not there in the samasa, artha vyapashaya. It is madhyama pada lopa samasa. The whole thing is Bhaguvrigi. Artha nimittaha yasya saha is Bhaguvrigi samasa. Then the whole thing is madhyama pada lopa samasa. Within that there is Bhaguvrigi. Please note, artaha nimittaha yasya saha artha nimittaha, that is Bhaguvrigi samasa. Artha nimitta vyapashayaha, the nimitta is becomes lopa, therefore it is madhyam pada lopi samasa. It is type of karmadare samasa. Therefore, artha vyapashayaha is karmadare samasa, which has got Bhaguvrigi inside. Therefore, Bhaguvrigi garbha karmadare samasa. So the nimitta, the word is there in artha vyapashayaha, that what Bhashakara gives, prayojana. Prayojana meaning artha. Nimitta. Nimitta, the word is there. Vyapashayaha is kriya sadhyaha. Accomplished by the kriya. Accomplished by the kriya. Prayojana nimitta. Artha nimitta. Purpose. So the nimitta, the cause is the gaining of something for which there is a dependency on the kriya. The kriya by which you accomplish that. That is called artha vyapashayaha. Dependency. Dependency on something. Dependency on something other than oneself. That is called artha vyapashayaha. Prayojana vyapashayaha. That is not there. That is not there with regard to all the beings. Starting from Brahmaji up to Thavaranta. This vyapashayaha, this dependency is not there. It means doesn't have anything to gain from any of these things. From Brahmaji doesn't have gain, and doesn't have gain from this Thavaranta. So he doesn't have anything to gain in this loka. He doesn't have gain anything in the Brahma loka also. What is to be achieved in Brahma loka is achieved here itself. That is the idea. So, therefore, there is no end to be accomplished. For the one who has accomplished that to be accomplished, kritakrityaha, there is nothing to be accomplished starting from Brahmaji to Stavaranta. That is the meaning. Or in simple sentence, you can say there is no dependency for it. There is no dependency for it. When you are dependent on something, some object or some situation or some person, then you will do kriya. That is gained by the kriya. And kriya has got the nimitta, has got the purpose, has got the purpose of the artha, prayojanam. This prayojanam is a purpose. It has a cause. What cause? Prayojanam is there. Therefore, kriya is there. And kriyaya, it is sadhyaha. That is accomplished. That which has got the utility, and that is a cause propelled by which you do kriya, and that by kriya you accomplish that. That is called kriya nimitta, prayojana nimitta kriya sadhyaha. Referring to any object, any person, any situation. That is not there for a jnani. Starting from Brahmaji up to Sthavaranta. It's a beautiful word. Prayojana nimitta kriya sadhyaha is equal to yapashtayaha. Yapashtayaha is Shri Dhatu, Yat Pratyaya, Kritya Pratyaya, Yat Pratyaya. V plus Apa plus Shri plus Yat. So, Yapashayanam, Bashakara gives Yapashayanam, Lyut Pratyaya, Yapashayanam, Tasya, Asya, Nasti, Asya, Atmaratehe, Nasti, iti. Then the next line will complete this shloka. Kanchit
Kanchit
Bhuta Vishesham Ashritya
Bhutavisheshamasritya
Asadhyaha
Nasadhyaha
Kaschit Arthaha Asti
Kaschit Arthaha Asti
Yena
Yena
Tadartha Kriyanushtheya Syat.
Tadhartha Kriyanushtheya Syat.
So, Bhuta Vishesham Ashritya Na Kanchit. Kanchit is come plus with Kanchit. Kanchit. Bhuta Vishesham Ashritya. Dependency on Bhuta, the beings. Bhuta Vishesham Ashritya Na Sadhyaha. The sadhya is that which is to be accomplished, not there. So that which is to be accomplished, the end to be accomplished. Kaschit artaha prayojanaha nasti. It is not there. So, having dependency on something, something that the end to be some end to be accomplished is not there for this person. Na sadhyaha. Sadhya means that which is to be gained, accomplished, not there. Yena, because of which, tadartha, for that purpose, kriyayaha anushtheya syat. Only when there is dependency on something, when there is requirement of something, only when there is artha, kama, moksha, dharma, artha, kama is there, then only this kriya is possible. Then only you do. Only when your purushadha is dharma, artha, kama, then that is to be gained. Moksha is already siddha vishaya. That is not to be, not something special to be gained. It is you, already accomplished one. It is siddha vishaya. So therefore, sadhya, when we say that, refer to dharma, artha, kama, purushartha. That is a prayojanam, arthaha. For the gaining of which, kriya anushtheya syat. Kriya, the activity, the action is there. Anushtana, karma is there. That karma to be performed for the purpose of gaining dharma, artha, kama. But here there is no, this jnani doesn't have ashaya, kanchit bhuta vishesham ashritya, it doesn't have dependency on any beings. Sarva bhuteshu, Bhashyakara comments on that line, sarva bhuteshu, kaschidatta vyapashayaha. So it doesn't have any beings. We can extend the beings to objects, things, places, situations. It doesn't have dependency on anything. If we have dependency, then karma he has to do. Because it doesn't have dependency, therefore, tadartha kriya anushtheya na bhavati tasya. So, therefore, where there is dependency on the other thing, there kriya anushtanam is recommended. Kriya anushtanam is required. When there is dependency on something, then activity will be there, action will be there. There is a purpose. There is a purpose to be served by the other thing. Therefore, you do kriya to gain that. You are pleased by the gaining of the other thing. Therefore, you do kriya. And this jnani doesn't have dependency on anything. Doesn't have a dependency. Therefore, no activity, no action. Kriya anushtanam na bhavati. Natvam
Atvam
etasmin
Edasmin
sarvataha
Sarvataha
samplutodake samplutodaka sthaniye
Samplutodaka Sthani
samyak darshane vartase.
Samyak Darshane Vartase.
Bhashyakara clearly says, Bhagavan Krishna, what Bhagavan Krishna intends that Bhashyakara very clearly says. Therefore, hey Arjuna, this is addressed to Arjuna. Sarvata Samplatodake. We have seen that in second chapter. Sarvata Samplatodake. When water is everywhere, when there is flood water everywhere, what is the purpose of well water? When the moksha is attained, what is the purpose of other purushartha, dharmartha kama? Prayojam nasti. So this is for whom? For the jnani who has got samyak darshanam, clear vision. For the one who has got a clear vision of Atma, oneself, clear vision means samyak darshanam is vijnanam, Atma darshanam. One who has the clear vision of oneself, and that person is compared to sarvata sampladodaka sthaniye, comparable to water when there is comparable to the water, the flooded water. For that person, this when there is flood water, what is the use of the well water? So, therefore, not tvam vartase, but you are not there. You don't have that vision. Not tvam etasmin vartase. You are not having this vision. Vision of what? Sarvata sampratodaka sthaniye samyak darshane. Not tvam vartase. You don't have, you are not abiding in that vision of the jnani for whom the well water is this example. Well water is as much well water. What is the use of well water when there is flood water everywhere? Similarly, what is the use of the other purushartha when the ultimate purushartha moksha is gained by the jnani who has got the samyak darshanam. That samyak darshanam you don't have. Natvam vartase. Natvam vartase. Vartase vrtadatu. You don't have that vision. You don't have that jnana. Therefore, what you have to do? Therefore, you have to do karma. A person who has jnanam, for him karma is not required. But you are a sadhaka. Therefore, you have to do karma. So, when water is all around, what is the purpose of this limited body of water? The flood water serves the purpose of the limited water. The purpose of the limited water is already served by the well water, the flood water. So jnani sees everything as Atma. So what is the use of gaining small objects or things for jnani? So since he has got that darshanam, vision of Atma, therefore he doesn't have to do karma. But you, etasmin, in this vision you are not abiding, you are not yet, I've got nishtha in this vision. You don't have this jnanam right now. You don't have that vision, that jnanam. When it is not there, to gain that, you have to do karma. So therefore, karma is for the ajnani. Karma is for the sadhaka, not for the siddha. And the siddha only that example is given. Sarvata samplatodake sthaniye samyak darshane. Sarvata samplatodake, that sthaniye is comparable. That water which is comparable, that flood water which is comparable. That comparable to the vision which the jnani enjoys. So, Sarvata Sampradodaka Sthaniya, you have to refer to that shloka. That shloka tells when there is flood water, what is the use of well water? When jnani has gained moksha purushartha, moksha, jnanam, what is the use of other purushartha? The purpose of other purusharthas is well served by moksha purushartha. That's called Sarvata Sampradodaka Sthaniya, Samyak Darshane. In that vision, if you are abiding, if you have that vision, then karma is not required, but you are not. Natvam etasmin samyak darshane vartase. Therefore, karma kuru ityartha. Therefore, you have to do karma. With this, the Bhashya to this shloka is completed. We will see the next shloka in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।
गुरुजी धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद हजी।
धन्यवाद।